People always tell me I should be more spontaneous, and I don't necessarily disagree. I'm the kind of person who really relies on structure. I like schedules. I like plans. I like having a very, very specific idea of what I'm going to do in a day and when. So, as much as people tell me that being spontaneous is good and fun, I am inclined to disagree. Because more than anything, I really don't like risk. Not the board game, but the actual concept. Although I've never played the board game before, I guess I'm just that against it. On an average day, I generally do the same things over and over again. If I really enjoy doing something, it doesn't really get old for me in that sense. And even though spontaneity and trying new things are not the same idea, they're very closely linked for me. Because whenever I feel the inclination to be spontaneous, once a year, I always feel like I need permission of some sort, whether it's from someone else or just the world, the universe in general. I will admit that I'm a little bit jealous of people who can find that kind of comfort in constant risk, in randomness. Because whenever the opportunity to be spontaneous presents itself, I can feel myself immediately going through every possible negative outcome that could occur. And no matter how ridiculous these hypothetical outcomes might be, I always find myself using them as an excuse to avoid new experiences. And I think that is the biggest obstacle I've encountered in terms of my daily functionality, that fear. The fear that this new experience, whatever it might be, will go horribly wrong, or more specifically, that I will do something and it will cause irreparable damage to my life. Because, like most people, I have faced scenarios in my life where I had to either act impulsively or not act at all, and both outcomes have caused regret. But realistically speaking, there's no way to go through life without making some wrong decisions and having some regrets about them. And that's what I think I really have to let go of. This notion that I can go through life with some kind of perfect moral score in my head. And I think that when I tell myself I want to be more spontaneous, what I really mean is that I want to feel more secure. Secure with myself, secure with my decision making, and secure in the idea that if I do try something, it'll work out. And, even though it's very rare, I am able to tap into those feelings. Because spontaneity is not a lifestyle, it's not a way of being, it's just a choice you make, like being structured. Anyone can be spontaneous or feel spontaneous, but your actual inclination towards that feeling will depend on who you are as a person. And I know for a fact that among my friends, I am not the spontaneous one, and I very likely never will be. And I'm fine with that, because what I really want is to feel like if a spontaneous opportunity presents itself to me, I won't be too afraid to say yes. And that has been getting much easier lately. Because now the default emotion I jump to is not fear, but rather hope. And I really hope that one day I can encounter some kind of spontaneous scenario or risky decision, and I can just do it. I know that day is coming, but I really wish I could just schedule it.